Hi friends! This is a great sequence for when you're short on time, but still want to release tension and get a full body stretch. And we'll start in a seated position, just sitting up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders down your back. And take an inhale here, and then exhale, dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. Then extending your left arm down to your side, flexing your hand so you're trying to point your fingertips up towards the sky. And you can stay like this if that's enough of a stretch in the left side of your neck, or you can begin to bring your right arm up overhead, letting your right hand rest over your left ear, just gently guiding your neck a little bit more, not forcing anything, just making sure the stretch feels good. And then gently releasing, inhaling your head back to center. And then exhale your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extending that right arm down towards your side, flexing the hand. And again, you can stay just like this, or you can bring that left hand on top of your head, resting above your ear, and just gently guiding your head a little bit more towards your left shoulder, breathing into it. And then releasing and coming back to center. And then begin rolling your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back. And just keep making those gentle circles with your shoulders, releasing any knots of tension. And then taking your time, coming onto all fours in this tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrist and your knees underneath your hips. And then on your inhale, drop your belly towards the mat, creating an arch in your lower back, looking forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. Really pressing your hands into the mat to stretch between your shoulders. And just keep these same movements going with your own breath at your own pace. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reaching your right arm out to the side. And then exhale, threading your right arm underneath your left, letting your right cheek, right ear come down to the mat. And you can keep your left hand by your face for more support, or you can extend the arm up overhead, resting your palm on the mat, just opening up the shoulders. Then bring your left hand back down by your face to gently press yourself back up. And then inhale that left arm out to the side and exhale, threading that arm underneath your right, coming down to rest your left ear on the mat. And again, you can keep that right hand by your face, or you can extend it up overhead, just doing whatever feels best for your body today. And now you can bring your right hand by your face, gently pressing yourself back up to a tabletop position. And then bringing your right foot to the top of the mat between both of your hands, coming into a low lunge. And you can stay here with your fingertips on the mat, or if you'd like to press your hands into the tops of your thigh, really lunging into that front leg, feeling the stretch here, sending your breath to wherever you're feeling it. And bring your fingertips back down to the mat, shifting back to a half split, shifting your weight into your back leg, stacking your hips over that back knee, and then straightening your front leg, flexing the foot, and just relaxing into it, stretching out the hamstrings. And now transitioning into lizard, shifting your weight back into that right foot, coming back to that lunge position, and then bringing both hands to the inside of that foot. And you can stay up on your palms, or if you'd like to come down to your forearms, letting your head relax down. And your foot can either be flat on the mat, or you can come to the edge of that right foot, just letting your knee splay open, getting even more into the hips. And if you'd like to add a quad stretch, you can bend that back knee, sending your foot towards your hips, and maybe reaching back with your right hand to gently pull that foot closer towards you, making sure that there is no discomfort in your knees while you're doing this. If so, you might want to back off. But either way, just making sure whichever variation you're taking feels good in your body. And then gently releasing that foot if you were holding on to it, pressing yourself back up, and coming back to a tabletop position, just so we can reset and switch sides. Bringing that left foot to the top of the mat, coming into a low lunge, and you can leave your hands on the mat, or you can place both hands on the top of that left thigh, helping lunge into it a little bit deeper. Now bring your fingertips back down to the mat, shifting back to a half split, shifting your weight into that back leg, and then straightening that left leg, flexing the foot, and just letting your head hang down, relaxing into it. And now preparing for lizard, shifting your weight back into that left foot so you can come into a low lunge position. And then get both hands on the inside of that left foot. And you can stay up on your palms, or you can begin to come down to your forearms, just relaxing into it. And again, that foot can be flat on the mat, or you can come to the edge of the left foot, just letting your knee splay open, opening up the hip, stretching out the psoas. And then if you'd like to go for that quad stretch, you can bend that back knee, sending your foot towards your hip, and then maybe reaching back with that left hand to pull the foot closer towards you. And then gently releasing that foot, pressing yourself back up so you can come back to a tabletop position, just getting on all fours. And then shifting back for child's pose, getting your knees as wide as the mat, bringing your big toes to touch, and then sending your hips back towards your heels, reaching your arms out in front of you, and bringing your forehead down towards the mat. Getting a final stretch in your shoulders, back, hips, and thighs. Coming back to your breath and taking a final few moments to just be here with yourself and feeling all that tension that you've just released in the mind and body. You can stay in this child's pose for as long as feels good, but I will be leaving you here today, friends. I thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.